it's confirmed that Mary Cosby is coming back to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
And it goes a little something like...
So, according to sources close to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Page 6 can confirm that Mary Cosby will be returning to season 4. According to the source, Cosby, who's 50 years old, has not been cast as a full-time housewife. Instead, she's a friend of, and she said she will film some scene. That doesn't really matter because I'm just happy that Mary is back and will make the show more interesting now that Jen Shah is gone. I mean, what do you think? The source went on to say that Mary Cosby, of course, wanted to come back to Salt Lake City, but she couldn't because Jenny's racist controversy. Now, for those of you who don't remember, Jenny Nguyen joined the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City during season 2, and shortly after that, she was fired after racist posts resurfaced from her Facebook. I mean, she was reposting memes like this, that old white lady saying, "No, that's not my family, that's how many rioters I've hit." And the rioters were the black people who were protesting against police brutality in 2020. Now, Jenny also posted this on her Facebook, which is now deleted. Several other posts that were actually defending the police for killing black people. I mean, Jenny was so crazy for this post. After this post, she was fired, of course, by Bravo for being so anti-black and racist. And Mary Cosby said she's not going to apologize because Jenny had called her racist and made the slanting eyes comment. But to Mary Cosby, source said she will return as Meredith's friend because over the past year they've re-established a connection and have been texting and talking more in the recent months. And I really think they've been talking more about Jen than anything else. And of course, season 4 will also include Heather Gay, Lisa Barlow, Whitney Rose, and Meredith. The only person who will be missing from the OG cast, of course, is Jen Shah because she's going to jail. Now, on to Real Housewives of Potomac. Recently, Robyn Dixon admitted that Juan had actually cheated on her and they still got married. A TikTok blogger came up with receipts that he had been sent by a mysterious woman who was allegedly dating Juan around the time of the pandemic.
COVID, she sent me a screenshot of where she tagged her location just so that I knew that she was telling the truth. She did mention that Robyn does know, but asked her to not make it public, obviously. She also shared the very last text message that he sent her, which was on January 26th of 2022. So just almost a year ago at this point. She did not respond, but she explains why she stopped talking to him. She also shared a hotel invoice, which I have taken out a lot of the personal information because it did have Juan's personal info. So I've taken that out, but everything else on here is pretty much a normal invoice. This is a real hotel in Maryland. And I believe she was going to send this to producers, but I think she just didn't want to get caught in the crossfire because obviously Robyn knows about this and didn't want her to make it public. But it appears Juan allegedly was doing some weird things. Here's a close-up of the invoice. You can see Juan Dixon's name is on it. She also claimed that the reason why she stopped messing around with him was because he likes to, I guess, meet girls and I guess have his way with them, but then pass them on.
After this video leaked, Robyn of course had to respond to it, and where else would she respond other than her podcast, Reasonably Shady with Gizelle? And fans came after her for her stupid response when during the whole season 7 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, she was coming after other women's marriages when she knew one had cheated.
COVID, and she shows this like hotel receipt with his name on it.
Right.
Okay. That's like that's legit. I don't know. I mean, that's
the premise of the allegation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, you know what I want to. Okay. So what I want to say, first of all, I was aware of the situation before we filmed season 7.
Right.
And because this young lady was so pressed to tell me and to tell you, Gizelle.
Yes.
So Gizelle knew all this time that Juan had cheated and was helping Robyn to hide it during the season.
I assume she told the whole cast.
Right, because she DM'd me.
Right. So all of season 7, I'm just like waiting for somebody to bring it up.
Because, you know, Karen is good for thinking she got some tea.
Right. Or anybody. I mean, like that's our life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like I'm just ready for it. I'm waiting for it.
Or Robyn was ready to come up with a lie when the ladies approached her, or what was she waiting for exactly? When someone finally said in the group that Juan was cheating, Karen, of course, this is how Robyn handled the situation. She just called Juan and told him. So how was she going to handle the other situation if they had come with receipts exactly? I mean, Robyn, damn.
And so when we're in Mexico and Ashley tells me that Karen, was talking about us, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is it.
Right.
And she talks about some blonde holding hand, him holding hands with a blonde in Georgetown and looks like Karen. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
This could also be true because Juan clearly is not cheating with one woman. He must have plenty of mistresses.
Ridiculous.
Okay. Right. Whew. So that was, it was kind of comical to me. So then we go down that road. But however, I was already aware of the situation and I expected to talk about it on season 7.
Right.
Now, the situation when it was presented to me was discussed. It was handled. It was something we had to work through, you know. It was not something that it was just like, oh, okay, whatever.
I think Robyn is just saying that for the fans so that they don't come after her for forgiving Juan and still marrying him, because exactly how she reacted, oh, whatever, that's what she told Juan. That's why Juan hasn't come out and said anything or even apologized to Robyn for cheating on her.
Oh, yeah.
However, there are a lot of things that need to be cleared up with what's being said with what allegedly happened, which did not.
Did Juan tell her that he only booked the hotel and didn't sleep with this woman? I mean, which man in this day and age would do that? Just book a hotel for a sexy woman and not even say hi?
So,
Okay.
I'm and I want to almost maybe share the details for Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We'll give the details on the Patreon.
Yes.
So go ahead on and subscribe.
Robyn just cares about the fame and the money, and so does Gizelle, because why put this under a Patreon? I mean, this is your life. It's sad. It's sad, Robyn.
So I will give more details on Patreon, but what I will say is, yes, Juan was an idiot and communicated with this woman on Instagram, because whatever. He's bored. He needs attention.
I mean, Robyn, why is he bored and needing attention? You're his wife. Aren't you giving him that? Enough love and attention that he needs to look for it elsewhere? Or are you guys just in a fake relationship?
He's, it's the pandemic, blah, 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 whatever.
Right.
However, they did not date. He did not fly her anywhere.
Right.
And there is a reason why his name is on a hotel receipt, which I will share on Patreon.
Yes. Boom.
And the reason is not because he asked her to come and was volunteered to pay for this hotel room.
Right. The end.
Okay.
Yes. And then I will say several things on Patreon, like, let me catch her outside. Let me catch her outside.
But,
allegedly.
But since she pretty much was trying to bribe Juan and told her that she was going to become famous off of us, then I don't know, girl, go maybe, I don't know, hopefully you can start a OnlyFans and get some money off of it or something.
Yes, go show your booty on OnlyFans.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say, just with respect to Juan and I, we dealt with the situation. It was definitely something that, we had to work through relationship wise. Maybe that's why the wedding didn't happen when y'all wanted it to.
Oh, really?
I mean,
let's discuss. We'll discuss on Patreon.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? But so anyway, it was something that we dealt with, and, we're moving forward.
So Robyn just admitted that Juan cheated on her and she doesn't love herself enough to leave him. Instead, she stayed with a man that doesn't really love her. After hearing this, it all makes sense why Robyn and Gizelle was so pressed about Wendy and Candiace's marriages, because I guess their husbands aren't cheating on them like Juan is. Karen Huger reacted to the news and said, well, you don't say, meaning she was right that Juan was cheating. And Wendy Osefo said, clown behavior. I'm sure she meant Robyn and Gizelle because they're real clowns. And Candiace, the queen of reads, also had a lot to say about Juan cheating on Robyn. We reserve the right to be judicious about what we share. There's a special brand of audacity attached to individuals who will knowingly bury the lead in exchange for damning and salacious lies that stand to cause irreparable harm to innocent people. And I think innocent people, she meant her husband Chris It tarnishes the integrity of the premise of the show. It tap dances on the intelligence of the viewership that champion our stories and discover their own parallels in our lives. And when it's not that deep, it simply occludes amusement. It's not entertaining, it's not interesting, it's whack. Why be open or genuine or authentic when the least of us can rob our viewers of the truth and continually be rewarded for it? What are we doing? And a better question, what are y'all watching? I actually agree with Candiace because Robyn and Gizelle are so fake, and what were they doing the whole season other than playing us, the viewers? They didn't show us anything. They didn't add to their storyline, all the while asking Mia and everybody else questions about their marriages. I mean, Robyn and Gizelle should be fired. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.